Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's MJ here from Marsh, and we are going to be chit chatting a little bit about some stuff. What we got. So over here on my left hand side, I got Facebook Live going. Shoot me a comment. Let me see that you're here. What's going on, Matt Moore? And over here, I got my YouTube Live going. So I want to start off our evening. Some of you guys see something right over actually two things right over my shoulder. One is newer than the other to the stable. So I'm gonna take 10 seconds. I'm gonna turn this bad girl on, and this is the Axial 10 that's been built. So I'm gonna give a quick overview on what we got going. Yes, these are China's on. I'm not gonna lie, but the wheels and tires are aught 6. Hey, it's gonna be great party here. So real quick before we get into our update with our giveaway, I see that I got a little bit of a blur. I don't know. Maybe I got to go over and turn on another thing. I'm seeing a glare that I don't like. So actually, if you give me a hot second, I'm seeing two glares on both my live streams, which I'm going to go turn on a couple lights because they're annoying me, and I can imagine how they're annoying you guys. So give me a hot second. I will be right back. Enjoy the view of a couple of trucks. Hopefully that works out, and that works better. It'll be less of a glare. All right, and that's why it's a rugged. All right, let's see if that worked. All right, over here in YouTube Live, what's going on? Hey, Island, I got your private message. Good to actually meet you, brother. Hit me up on Facebook too. JD's what's going on, Matt. All right, so Pop 10-3. So we've kept the interior is pretty much if you look at it, guys in there, he's got his baseball cap on, nothing special. It's a good time. But what we did do, I don't want to completely take the body off because that kills everything. But I will let you know up in here, we do have a Castle 2850. Of course, it's got 3S because 3S or bust. Actually, ironically, 5S. I prefer 4 or 5S or bust. And yes, I do have a motor that'll run 5S. How's going on, Jim? Over on. Let's see if ooh, you guys heard that? All right. So, by the way, oh, it's Doug. No, I'm trying to figure out which is which. There it goes. So we got it there. We also have it so it could be in neutral. Okay, nice little feature that I'm sure you guys know about on the 10-3. And it's still in neutral. And then we got on dig. And she is locked up. So we did set that. It was all about a certain setting on the and the way the servo horn lined up. We are using a Reefs 99, and I really look forward to putting this thing through the tech paces. So we've been watching some other videos and of other guys throwing out their trucks. It is kind of fun to watch as drag gets back in. And what I'm really looking for, what we did to minimize some of the body roll, instead of going with the 30 weight oil, we actually went with the 50 weight oil to give some flexibility and help prevent some of that body roll. So we're running on nothing but 3S, 4S. It's capable, but that's when parts destruction happened, and well, who knows? I look forward to it. Also, with the new course being put in, not being put in, but finishing up, I got a little concrete to do. I got 400 pounds of concrete sitting behind me, ready to be put in there. I really look forward to testing this versus a TRX4 Sport, and then that's pretty much stock. So this thing, in some ways, is actually going to have an advantage because it's got better tires, because we're using they're done canyon cut. This has a solid brushless setup with a very good servo, and it's got the lower gearing versus the TRX4 Sport, which has a 27 turn Hobbs Hobby Sport motor, and it's actually a 540 can too on a 1080. So I'm kind of like, it's going to be interesting. All right, so guys, I'm really looking forward. Like I said, I got both Facebook and YouTube going. Second vehicle, this is actually new to me purchase. A buddy of mine was going through, it is what it is, and I promised him that if I ever went to sell this truck, he would have first crack at it. So, dude, he essentially sold this to me ready to run. Really cool truck. It is a little bit of an older design. It is a team associated SC5M. The chassis is this thing is straight race, and I mean it's got one of the Castle Elements DTX 4-pole sensorless motors. What is it, a 3900? This thing roars, man. It's just so much fun. I may have already kind of bent that in like 2 runs, but it keeps planted. I definitely could tell that the gentleman that I picked this up off of enjoyed racing. Because I mean, think about it. Just watch that. That's ceramic bearings. Okay, across the board. He built this for longevity, and I really respect that, because that's my exact thought process too. And that's part of the reason why I promised him if I ever went to go get rid of this and move on, that he would get first crack back at it. I look forward to it. And the only other update I really got is my beast mode here went from a 12.3 wheelbase to about a 12.8/13. I just kind of like the look a little bit better. And also, it's going to give a better front ratio for climbing. Biggest thing I had, this thing climbed pretty good, but not great. And I really believe with keeping everything else exactly the same by extending the rear wheelbase, it definitely made the truck slightly more front heavy. And I look forward to working with this. So we'll see where this goes, and we're gonna have some fun with it. Plus, I kind of like the way it looks. It looks more like a true off-roader. Cut, very wheels on the back end. It is what it is. This is a project truck. This thing continues to go. All right. So something you guys were all waiting for, I'm sure. I know. I just want to drive this truck. I want to kind of get into what we got with this giveaway that we have. I'm really looking forward to getting something, and I want to give away a truck by at least the April 23rd. Okay, that's when YouTube comes down. That's when I'll know how much has been made across the board. Because, like I said, I want to fund this solely through ad revenue, 100%. So on the other side of it, not just here on YouTube, I'm going to look to you guys on Facebook. From what I understand, Facebook is now able to monetize. Now you got to have 1,000 subscribers, which actually on the Marsh RC YouTube page or on Facebook page, we have about 733. We are definitely closing in pretty quickly. We only had like 200 a couple months ago. So I really appreciate the love and support from the community, both here on Facebook as well as on YouTube. I know I'm pointing on both. It's kind of fun. That said, I want to make sure that everybody gets a fair shot. So that means you guys on YouTube, please make sure you comment on the original announcement video. Okay, from that's posted on our YouTube channel. Okay, I know a bunch of you guys see a bunch of my names over here: JD, Island, Matt, Andy, Sweet Valley. I know you guys have already come up. Jonathan, I know I've seen your name as well. My email, come up to be fully entered. Okay, on the 23rd, I want to be able to come down here, put up my Reefs banner, and I want to be able to give away a truck at least. All right, at least one truck. How that's going to work is I have one of my dealers. Let's just be funny about it because he really is. We're going to go over to one of my dealers. Adrenaline RC Raceway. We're going to order from him and have it drop shipped to you. So that means if you're in Jersey, you're in Cali, you're in Colorado, we'll get it taken care of. I've had a couple questions with international shipping as well. It's kind of tough, but we'll figure something out. I might have to go to an overseas supplier like RC Mart. I don't want to do that because I want to support my LHS. Because if you guys don't know the relationship that some of the involvement that I have, I am part of the Virginia Scalers organization, and we hold our comps at Adrenaline RC Raceway. So a lot of the videos that you guys see, on both platforms and Instagram, that's where you see it. All right, and that's where a lot of it comes from. We go out there, we build, we're spending our own money as well as money earned from competitions to come up with our shenanigans and our craziness. And anybody that is in the area can actually enjoy. It's a $5 that goes to our Adrenaline. And ironically, during the shutdown, what's going on, Buy a Break Fix? Good to see you, brother. Delaware, hey, PM them. PM them and talk to them. They're very good people. Okay, I respect them quite a bit. So our Adrenaline RC Raceway is a huge place. So anyway, after that shout out, back to basics. First truck up is the TRX4 Sport. I want to give it away on YouTube land. Facebook, make sure you get in on YouTube land. Okay, get that first announcement video. Okay, across the board, you'll pay shipping to Canada if you're in from Canada. Look, I'll be very appreciative for a little bit of help on the shipping because we both know that it's not cheap. But at the same time, it would be totally worth it. It wouldn't be the first time in the internet someone has received something from, whether it's Marsh RC or a Record RC. From international shipping. I shipped something to Thailand. It was a hat for the Red Cat stuff right after we did an interview on my other channel, Record RC, with Jeff Johns and his team over at Red Cat. So that was a great time. He sent us a whole bunch of stuff. What's going on, Craig? Coming in on YouTube. I can't even talk today. Wow, I need coffee or something else a little stronger. I see a whole bunch of you guys. I know a bunch of those names over there are already entered. So like I said, make sure from Facebook land, you enter on YouTube. Okay, I'm going to put up that I'm going to put that link up. Once this chat is complete, I'm sure actually if you go to any of the pages that we host here on the Facebook world, whether it's the Marsh RC or you hit up the TRX4 Sport Unlimited, that's put up as a pinned post, and I think there's another one. Did I answer your giveaway, Brad? Great question, because I've had if you look through, there's a lot of responses, and can you just refresh me on what it is? Because all I'm looking for is watch the video. Make sure you get through those ads. I try to put them up pretty quickly so you guys kind of get through it for like the first 5-6 minutes and just kind of get through it, and then share that video to whether it's IG, Twitter. I have a Twitter account now. I set that up today. Woohoo, Twitter. Or Discord or whatever. Just make sure you put up hashtag RC Stimulus. So I'm actually going to put that over here in the in the chat. RC Stimulus package. Make sure I spelled that right. PACK. I can't even spell. There you go. All right, which video? It's going to be, that's okay, Brad. On just one of those, one of them. Like Instagram is perfect if you got it. And the video is the giveaway for the 5 truck giveaway. I did it about 3 or 4 days ago, so it should be on our recent views. Okay. And I know you're subscribed, so I know you can go in and take a look. I may have even put it as the returning view video that's the first video you see whenever you return back to our channel. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Dennis? I see a couple guys. Kent over here on Facebook World. Steve, make sure you get in on this. We'll if you win, we'll talk, brother. So yeah, you don't have Instagram. That's all right, man. You have Discord. You got Discord, just something so I can search it. I can put it in one of the search parameters and take care of it. You would buy it, break it, fix it. So, full disclosure, gentleman behind Buy It, Break It, Fix It and I actually know each other. We're friends. He's coming over Friday. I've been over to his place. He's a good dude, man. Just gonna throw him out. Although, poke the bear. It's funny. I just like to watch him get flustered. It's true, brother. It's true. So that said, back to Facebook. Make sure you guys get in on this. Josh Owens, I see you, brother. Make sure you get in on that giveaway. Please share it. And I really appreciate it. We've gained about 20% of our subscribers as recently. It was up by 300 over the past couple of days since we started this, and I really appreciate that. Hey, what's going on, M180? I really appreciate that. You guys like that. I really appreciate the community getting behind this. We got to push this through, guys. There's so many people that still haven't gotten there, and just the 30 people watching here live, the 20 people, up and down over here on Facebook. The more we can get this out, what's going on, Richard? The more we can get this message out to get out and have some fun, the better off that we as a community are going to be. That's going to support, hey, it's going to support, give us an opportunity to talk tech, and guide some newbies. Okay. Actually, ironically, Ben was one of the people who guided me. Because I ain't gonna lie, a couple of you guys know what's going on, David. A couple of you guys know me from Comp Worlds and whatnot. This is my second year maybe into RC across the board. So it's amazing how fast you learn, and as long as you shut your mouth, how much you can continue to learn. And I find that the second part, the ladder of shutting your mouth and getting through it, is the hardest. What's going on? How do you say rock and roll West Virginia, brother? Yeah, that's the whole thing. Just have some fun and an open mind. Am I giving away the Hobia? Nope. So what I'm giving away... yeah, brother, Motorama. So what I am giving away, Chongi, you did not have to do that, brother. I appreciate that. No, seriously, I appreciate that. That is very generous. Okay, he just put up a couple bucks of his own to the stimulus. It's not moonshine. It's actual water, ladies and gentlemen. But regardless, thank you. Cheers, brother. Anyway, I'm flat. I'm honestly flattered. Let me get my wits about me. I'm very flattered. And Jonathan, you know me from Motorama. I was a little frazzled, but still had a good time. But yeah, please, guys, make sure you get in on this. I want to give trucks away. I want to. Let's get it. Yeah, all right. So Brad saying, I don't blame you. It is kind of it's not very intuitive. There's a lot of shenanigans that are definitely on Instagram, and it's hard to stay away from them. That's why I try and keep at least one account for shenanigans and the other for RC, and to be more of a professional, more of a fun family kind of thing. But that said, that if you still had it, it means you got an account. Just give me one share, dude, just so I can tag it. I can search it. So if you win, I can be like, well, you didn't tag me, can you provide a screenshot? So we don't have to go through that. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna do Facebook, Ben who? Ben you. Yo, all right, so yeah, all right, so make sure you get that done. Find a way. I don't care if it doesn't necessarily have to be, just find a way. Okay, just find a way, brother. Just a bit. I showed my buddy your video. Oh yeah. Oh, all right. That Subaru was his. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. By the way, Dan, I saw that suit's scale painting body. It looks awesome. He's got a one of the gladiators. I got a Chevy body off of him, but I haven't really talked about that too much because that's a little bit near and dear to my heart. But if you follow suit scale painting and look into history, you can figure out which one it is. So because he it is what it is. That said, guys, I really want to make sure that this giveaway really gets in here. Rock and Randall, yeah, right. I really want to make sure that this this giveaway really hits and gets it going. Okay, sorry. Jonathan's coming in on the Motorama. There's certain vehicles that really stood out. I had a small opportunity to walk through Motorama for the car show and some of the SCCA groups and whatnot because they were close to the rock crawler, and I got a chance to talk to a lot of people. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people. But saying the Mini on the other end of the SCCA group, now I know I can actually go through my video and I know who you are. All right, that's awesome. But so that said, one more time, because hashtag RC stimulus package. Make sure you guys over here on YouTube land, on Facebook land over here on YouTube land, and get that done. It is the RC stimulus package giveaway video. Okay. Tamiya. No, I don't actually have any Tamiyas, believe it or not. Excuse me. Having a moment. All the trucks that I own, which I have a lot. Hold on. I want to take 10 seconds and I'll get back to my thought, Brad. But Matt, wow, thank you. He's just helped us get just a little bit closer. Thank you for your generosity. Wow, thank you. I really wish I might have to text my helper and bring something down that I can actually cheers you with. Wow, I am flattered. Just take a second. I'm flattered. Thank you. Okay, back to my thought. I gotta take a second. So the platforms that I have answering Brad's over here on YouTube is a BRX-01, which you guys have seen Snakebite through some videos and whatnot. I have some really custom trucks using the Northwest Scalar design. All right, we'll talk soon, brother. That's go help your granddad, man, and cherish every moment you can. I'm from the bottom of my heart, cherish every moment you have. Thank you. I got some really custom Northwest Scalar designs, everything, talking bumpers, links, everything is completely custom design. We've got the Beast, which you guys saw a little bit earlier. That's pretty straight well, it's not super custom, but it's pretty custom. Had to figure out how to make that thing work. And then yeah, I got Element RC. Actually, I'm putting one together. And what's going on, RC Trail Cats? And I've got RC four-wheel drive trucks. But I actually don't have any Kyosho's or Tamiyas. Don't have a single one. And ironically, even though this Axial is here, it's a really cool truck. Those who know me also do know that this is actually my helper's truck. So I do want to give that full disclosure. This is my helper's truck, which is great because I can actually say that I don't own an Axial. We never thought about that, right? Some guy in RC doesn't own an Axial. but this is my helper truck. I'm really looking forward to get this thing on the course. And I think once we get once we get out of this COVID lockdown shenanigans, we're gonna have a party over here. We're gonna have an RC party, and we're gonna do some night run and do some day run. Let's have some fun. All right. I'm also really irritated with the sound of this. My helper's not very good at programming his truck because it needs to be done. All right, now she's off. I'll unplug the battery before I go up. But she looks great. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like that sitting right there. Yeah. So I don't see too many comments. I really appreciate the comments, by the way. Helps keep me on track. And by the way, as you guys see a lot of Spectrum, I'm not specifically like focused on just one Spectrum. I've got a whole bunch of them. DX5C, DXR. I also have Radio Link, and I use a lot of the Radio Links. Believe it or not, even though they're about half the price of the Spectrum, once you waterproof them, they are a really solid receiver. And TXRX combo, and they're also a lot cheaper because the R6 channel only costs $15, maybe $20 if you want telemetry, versus $40, $60, $80 that you get with the Spectrum. So that's just a little tidbit. But like I said, you have to go through and waterproof them because they are not waterproof. I learned that the hard way when I hurt my shoulder last year. I'm tripped into a creek bed. I was climbing one of the sides, hit it, came down. What's going on, bud? Scaling. Yeah, don't worry. We're gonna get some crawling videos here soon, brother. I hit my shoulder running my TRX6, and that one of the radio links went in for a drink, and it has not recovered since. So that one's fried. That's a couple dollars down the drain, but hey, we didn't have to have surgery, so that's all the better. By the way, speaking of randomness and budget scaling, I'm really looking forward to this. Finally got, and my buddy over here, Ben from Buy Break to Fix It, he and I had some e-clips. So if you ever hear me highlight something about e-clips, they suck, especially with the lockers on these. Just want to take 10 seconds, and I don't know how we found the e-clip that we lost in that live crawling video from Adrenaline RC Raceway, but somehow it was actually stuck magnetically to the servo that died. I don't know how, but we were able to put it back on. Also, randomly, if you ever need those e-clips, Traxxas part number 1633 has a whole bunch of e-clips. Make sure you pick up a pack, because if you run a Traxxas, you're going to lose them. That's a guarantee. All right? I'm looking at both sides. It's a guarantee, guys. It's going to happen. So, yeah. Let me put her back. I really love this truck, by the way. A lot of you guys have seen my a lot of the videos of it being fully sent, because I don't care. And I really look forward to Super Shafty fall. They have the fall crawl, but they also have a smaller event that AJ takes care of, and I went to last year. Had a Top Truck Challenge, so that was my entry, and that's going to be my entry next year. If anybody's going to the Recon G6 up at Blue Rocks, which from what I understand is still on, so let's throw out some prayers here, because I really just want to get out and see the community and say hi to you guys and talk with you going on. Hey, Bull Gear. Hope you made it back safely, brother. That Recon G6 is a great time, and it's got a Top Truck Challenge, and that 6 is going to be going. Kevin, Creek Crawl, that's it, brother. If anybody's have seen on the Wrecker RC nameplate, the video of the Top Truck Challenge, and you hear "Do it again." That's my buddy Kevin over on Facebook land yelling it, and it was awesome. By the way, my students got a hold of it, and they put you in slow-mo, and it was hilarious, brother. I was dying. TRX. Actually, So yep. Okay. All right. So Dan's saying something about his TRX6 is still stock. Actually, from what I understand, the rules are as long as it hits 15 scale points in Sorka Light. That's how he did it. And my TRX6 is stock as well, with the exception of the wheels and tires, a servo, obviously. And I did change the motor in ESC. Other than that, everything is still stock, or it's a direct replacement. Nothing special. I bought this thing to beat the crap out of. Do it again, just because Kevin's over there. But yeah, Bull Gear, yeah, man. Keep me in the loop. Make sure you talk to me and keep me in the loop, and we'll definitely keep there. Joey, quick shout out over here. That was a fun day. What's going on, Matt Zimmer? Over here on Facebook or YouTube land. Joey Santiago. Wow, your generosity. Wow, I really appreciate it. He just donated $10 to the truck giveaway. Trucks giveaway. Let's be clear about that, because I want to spend some money, ladies and gentlemen. We got a stimulus package outside of getting some fresh tools. Yeah. Boom. Let's get this done. I did get it. I've been borrowing this set from my helper. And I bought a set directly just like this. Because this is a great set, ladies and gentlemen, by the way. This is what helped me completely build the track, which you guys are going to see. By the way, Kent Seal over here on Facebook is that was a fun day, but it was cold. At least you weren't the one that fell into the creek as soon as we got started, because I am that guy. I totally fell in the creek. It was a giant splash. Ask Josh Owens about it. Okay, I believe he was standing right there, and I know my father was, and he laughed really, really hard. And Joey, you're fairly new to the crawler scene. Absolutely. Let's see that track. So here's the problem. It's dark outside. I have no lights. But how about this? How about let's make a deal? All right. Tomorrow, it was a big splash. Kevin, if it was you, if it was you, it would have been just as big, and it would have been just as funny. And you would have been just as cold. JD, you're saying let's see that crawler track. How about this? What's going on, Hurt? How about I put a couple teasers up. I'll put a teaser picture up here on YouTube, and I'll put a teaser up. Okay, I did take a couple of them. That said, over here on Facebook land, I'll do the same thing. If you follow me on Twitter, which is at Marsh, I think it's MJ Marsh RC, MJ at Marsh RC. I don't even know my own Twitter handle. I can't check it because my phone's over here being used for our live Facebooking. You know what? We're going to check it here on the computer, because I know I would logged on here on the computer. Let's see if I can log on to my Twitter account. I've had this thing since 2012. That's a long. Actually, I've had an account since like 2008. I know that was before Twitter was even cool. But I never used it because I found it superfluous, only being able to do 160 characters. So, such is life. Oh yeah, I have to change my password. I think it's the same. Wait, no, it's not. Yeah, let's try this one. I think I changed it today. Find out. If I do, nope, of course it didn't. All right. Anyway, check me out on Twitter. You can definitely find me at Marsh RC across the board, or MJ at Marsh RC. I'll deal with that later. And we'll go from there. Check it out. Yeah, man, I really do appreciate it. That's a grand total of $17 put directly toward our I say our because it really is our community fund. Just I much appreciate it. Thank you, Joey. Thank you, Chongi. And just because I'm having a moment, thank you, Matt. Much appreciated, guys. Speaking of, there's my helper on the land of faces. So once I have one obstacle, which is literally impassable at this time because it's impassable. So I need to make it passable, and then I can definitely do some videos because it's kind of an important section. A lot of what we did was elevated. I will give you that for our course. There's a stair climb. It's one of the I use 2x4 to do kind of a nice easy curve up. It's what about a 180? It's about a 200 degree kind of come up. It's a good time. And we did some rope bridges. We did some axle twisters, some very hard axle twisters. In that I'm going to be honest about. The longer wheelbases will definitely be helpful there. And some of the lighter trucks is going to get interesting. That's a promise because, yeah, this axle twister. The one axle twister is pretty straightforward. It's very easy. The other one, we're going to see a lot of trucks fall. I laugh because mine has already fallen off there. And that hard body, that crunch is just something amazing. It's amazingly entertaining as well as amazingly frightening because you just watch your money explode. Anyway, I digress. Dude, 2-2, brother, 2-2s are not going to help on that course. If anything, it is going to hinder. This one right here, 2-2. This is a straight class 3 truck. It's my brazen truck. This is 2-2s. These are odd 6 2-2s, and I'm not going to lie to you. It's so impassable that this truck doesn't even fit on that little rope bridge. Like it just goes, yeah. It doesn't even make contact with the tires. It's bad. I need to fix that. I need to make an adjustment. I might just make it a really, really janky bridge that has a lot of sway back and forth to drive everybody nuts. And for those who will end up running it, there are plans for putting a net of some sort so your high dollar investment doesn't get there. Yeah, it would be. But 2-2 time, like I said, man, it might be a hindrance. I've got it's a really tight course. We got a lot jam-packed in a small area. So bring 1.9s, bring 2.2s, bring stuff together. It's great times. It's good. It's fun. It is a lot of fun. I think really mostly you're going to see a real battle between the true Titans, Axial and the Traxxas and the Elements. I've actually got an Element sitting over off screen, is off to the left, that I picked up off of a very good friend of mine. And I'm really looking forward to put that on the course. It's got nothing super special. You guys have seen it was the Forerunner body that's been sitting over here off to my right over here. That it's I've got a Chevy C10 body on it, and I don't even think I'm going to put a rear on it. I think it's just going to be fun. And I'm actually thinking about the rules ahead of time, guys. I'm pretty sure my rules are going to be just more about having fun than Sorka, because we'll save Sorka for the big events and have fun here. Because this qualifies. I mean, as much as it does the drivers, but it also has a lot of planning. I want people to be able to have fun and just get it done. And Hurt Shadow, actually, it's interesting you say done with a class 1. My BRX-01 has done everything on that course with the exception of the one impassable spot. So this thing is honestly, it's bone stock out of the box, with the exception of a Reese servo and a Hobby Wing 540 in it. Nothing special to that truck. It's just, it works. Top to bottom, it just works. So, I don't know. Maybe I should drop a 550 in that. Huh. Or idea, I actually just got a A66 1200. Put it on 5S and let's send it, because that would be entertaining. I know y'all would be enjoyed that. I wonder if it would be faster than a 4S 2750. Huh. I know you could totally adjust the pinion on that and give it a higher pinion, because it's got a lot more torque on the down low. I'm sure you guys are enjoying my my thought process as we go. But all right, so Facebook land, I'm gonna pre-apologize because I gotta go. I just got the my batteries, my phone's about to shut off. I'm pretty sure my wife might be a little irritated because she won't be able to text me. So over here on Facebook, I'm going to finish up the video. If you want to migrate over to YouTube land, we'd love to have you. Okay, Marsh, youtube.com/MarshRC. All right, guys, on Facebook land, we'll see you. YouTube, stick around because we're going to continue our shenanigans. That said, I don't even know what else to go over.
Hey, guys, what's going on?
Hey, now I should probably turn myself off because that would be annoying to you. All right, woohoo. Sweet, we're good to go. So, I don't know, guys. Talk to me. So wait, budget. You said you got the Proline 19 boggers. Now, did you go with the XL size, or did you go with the standard 1.9 4.5 size? Because I've seen certain Prolines go to a 4.76. The flat irons, which I know is like officially like the Pink Sorka Mad, and you can't use them because they're not 4.75. I'm not the one who makes the rules. I just go with it. I know. It is what it is. I'm not part of the committee. Honestly, I don't want to be part of that committee because they got enough shenanigans to deal with. But I'm interested to hear what your setup is, as well as I'm honestly interested to see how this wheel tire and foam combo do. So really quickly, so you got the 5.4s. Oh, you got the big boys. I'll get that into a second. These OT6 KLRMs have the new Halo foams in them, so I'm really interested to see how they do, especially because the Element RC that I'm going to be putting up against it, because it's in pretty much stock form, has the OT6 3-stage foams in them, which I have a set of unused over there. So I'm really interested to see how head-to-head they perform. We're going to find out, because worst case scenario, I'm going to take these tires off, put it on that, and then put those tires on this. And so we can actually have a true, one mono y mono kind of situation. I have my feelings. I have my thought processes. And because my course, I'm going to give you another little hint about the course that I built up. It's got a lot of side hill. It's got some real hill climbs. It's got some clay, nasty dirt, as well as some like that loose, loamy stuff. It's going to be great. My neighbors are going to be thankfully, I've got really awesome neighbors that they know what I'm doing. And they've actually said, "Are you building an RC course?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's good to go." But you said the 5.4s. If you take the little lugs and take a pair of your body scissors on those on the smaller lugs. I wish I had a set here to explain what I'm really talking about, but it's got the pattern of the large long lug and then like the smaller one. If you actually cut those smaller ones, so kind of it'll stagger the pattern, one here, one here, one here. You'd be surprised at the improvement that you'll gain on the rock as well as inside on the mud. It'll help the tires clean out even better. It's really amazing. My major helper has a set on his class 3 truck, and they do really well. I'm not sure which foams he's using because I don't use those particular tires, me personally. But the person to ask for that on that would be him. or you can ask me to talk about it later, and I'll ask him, and we'll figure that out. Because I'm honest, I don't even remember. Yeah. Oh, Evan, I appreciate it, brother. Yeah, 3K, dude. You know, believe it or not, we're not that far off. If you think about it, I took over Marsh RC in January. Essentially January 1. We are at about 1,800 subscribers, and the channel itself has grown over 500 subscribers since then. And in this past month, and you give me a second. So really, since we started doing this giveaway, which RC stimulus package, gentlemen and ladies, hit it, get it in there. We've gained about 300 or 400 subscribers. So I really appreciate the support you guys are giving to us. Every little bit really does count. And every little bit is going to that first TRX 4 Sport that's, right around that 23rd mark. I want to be able to give it away, get on here and get talking. I really appreciate every second of that. Make sure you post up that link. I've actually found something weird about it, though. If you're using a social media platform, it especially like Facebook or Instagram, it does not like links in the original post. It buries it. Like it doesn't show to anybody. What I have found to be more successful, and it does a better job of keeping it up on top, is if you say, hey, I got a link below, but this guy is giving away, you can tag my Facebook page at Marsh RC, and this guy's giving away all these trucks, and he wants to get started on April 23rd. Get in on this. That's how it's gonna. That's really how it's gonna happen. And you can put the link below in the first as like the first comment, and then I have found that it stays up on top longer, and more people will see it. Why? I don't know. But I believe it's about the Facebook algorithms. I got a buddy I can ask, and I probably should ask him, to be honest with you. He might work for the man, myth, and the legend, but I definitely gotta check in on that. And yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. But Evan, I appreciate it. William, what have you missed? Not too much, brother. Just kind of rehashing. April 23rd, I want to give that first truck away on the hashtag RC stimulus package. And just when you guys go to share, put the link in the comments and maybe tag Marsh RC's Facebook page or Twitter page, because we have Twitter, and or screenshot on actually, that's actually the best thing. Take a screenshot of what you got, put it up there, and then put the link in the comment. Boom, done. That actually probably might be the best thing. Just say something, hey, guys giving away tons of trucks. Get in on it. I want to do it. I want to stimulus, right? Y'all are bored. We're all bored. Lowe's has been my best friend. I probably spent like $300 at Lowe's. I could have bought a 10-3 for the amount of money I could have bought another 6x6 or and a half for the amount of money I spent at Lowe's today. Yeah, I agree. So, and Joey's pointing it out. The algorithm on Facebook is messed up for the feeding and sharing. That's why it likes that. That's part of the reason. Actually is the reason why it likes to have the link in the comments, or else it buries it. Having a picture available is they want pictures, right? They want, screenshot something, make it yours. Don't be afraid. All right. I can't get any uglier. All right. Across the board, I cannot get any uglier. So take a screenshot. Hey, giveaway. There you go. There's my screenshot. Just, got to have some fun. And believe it or not, I haven't had any kind of good stuff either. I'm kind of surprised. And no, this doesn't have anything. It's just good old-fashioned Aldi's tea. So send it. Yeah. So I'm just kind of in like one of those moods. I haven't been able to do my day job, especially to what I really like doing, which is walking and playing with saws and teaching kids how to not cut themselves. I think that's my biggest priority. But yeah. Hey, thank you. Appreciate William, you brought it up. Tagging your buddies and getting that word out like that is probably one of the best things to do. It really is, because it's going to kick them in the butt. Hey, free RC truck, and it's not one of the Walmart ones. Yeah, like we're going. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm out of words. That's weird. Yeah, so safety first. JD, you kind of might have figured it out. Props to you, my friend. I might. It's called technology education. Let's be straight with that. And you may or may not see some of my students pop in. I might do some shameless self promotion, and that's why I like to keep this channel family friendlier, because who knows, they might pop in. Because my luck, there's probably one popped in already. I'm waiting for him to comment because I just have that feeling. But yeah, that is what I do. Love 3D designs. Did a actually. So here, I'm gonna take 10 seconds. Let me reach down and grab it. I did a 3D. We got a 3D print. I did not design this. I got this body off of Scale 3D RC. But I did design a 22-inch flatbed for this, top to bottom. That'll go on a 6x6. So I intend to make my 6x6 a tow truck, or at least have the ability to be a tow truck. Because my thought process is it is an Unimog, actually. Although it's not licensed as an Unimog, it's just kind of there as an Unimog. My thought process is that since I coach robotics, put it on and hey, maybe we can take our robot into competition on the back of a flatbed, because it's really cool. Why not? All right. So Jim C actually posted up and budget scaling what kind of foams he's got. The Crawler Innovations Double Deuce 5.0 Comp Cut Inners and medium outers, and then also the soft outers. I don't understand why you have this. You should probably have the comp cut, but everywhere. And he has the soft outers on the front. Okay. Hey, what's going on, man? Appreciate that, JD. It's kind of how I'm not gonna lie. It is. I've had a lot of jobs, and this is my favorite job. I get to play with toys and tools. I get paid to play with wood, and teach kids how to not stab themselves with awls and such. Yeah, it's great. I got a brand new. It's killing me. It's killing me. So our like many districts in the United States, and as from what I understand worldwide, school is kind of put onto a full virtual situation. Until then, I had literally just got installed a brand new saw table saw, brand new. I mean, brand new, and I haven't even gotten to turn the thing on yet. It's killing me. It's so killing me. But needless to say, all goes well. As soon as I can, I will be ordering about, a giant stack of wood so I can prepare. I just want to cut stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I just want to turn that thing on and listen to the power. Yes, go ahead. In my inner Tim Allen, if you will. Hey, what's going on, Stickies RC? Good to see you, man. I'm glad to see you guys. Like, the community knows each other from various other videos too. It's good. It's awesome to see this, the interaction going on in the live chat. Awesome. And I appreciate that, Evan. We're going to do our best, and as well as with every one of you guys, stay healthy, do your best. Be creative. Also, speaking of, you guys got ideas for any kind of obstacles? I've got the time. It's the sad part is I got the time. Yeah. We're going to definitely be. I want to come up with even more obstacles. I got some more space back there. Actually, I got a whole a small parcel of land right over on the other side of my shop that doesn't have any crawler any crawler course on it. So I want to make sure I get something on there. So more creative and what I can hear from you guys to help me and my mind be creative. I'd really appreciate every second of that. So yeah, that looks better. Build a scale town. Ooh. You know what? I'd rather 3D print a town. Not only because that's easier. I like big projects. I don't really like those nitty small stuff. I like the big projects, and I like 3.5-inch screws because why not? But that said, seesaw. That's a good idea. I have part kind of a seesaw, but it's it's a janky seesaw. Everything that I'm doing is janky. I'm not gonna lie. It's entertaining, but it's not as hardcore as what you see with RC Sparks. Actually, I have an idea. Maybe not quite a scaled Golden Gate Bridge, because that would actually be tough. But I want to do a quick shout out. If you guys have seen through East Coast Scale Challenge last year, a gentleman by the name of Matt Moore from M&M RC got together and they did an awesome wooden bridge to get it done. Mud bog, that's just not feasible for my property. Although I do have a creek and a bit of a very muddy hill climb that will be happening. So I'm just trying to, I appreciate, keep the ideas coming, because the seesaw could definitely totally incorporate. Actually, I think I even have some pretty heavy duty hinges. Let's send it. Ooh, I have some 10-foot boards. The volcano. Dude, I'm gonna have to check that out, brother. How do you say your name? Bobak? Can you post a link to that channel or video so everybody can see that volcano on your course? I really want to see it. And I can go so we can go back through once we're done with our live stream and check that out. Although, actually, that might be a great project to do with the tiny human. But I don't want to copy yours out of respect. So maybe we'll come up with something a little bit different, quite a bit different, but maybe on that same thing. All right. Volvet Altered RC. I'm going to copy that and then make sure that I'm subbed because I definitely want to see that. So let's see if I can actually get this to work because America. And this laptop is actually really, really old. All right. Boom. Found it. So I can take care of that. And it's coming up. All right. Boom. I'm not subbed. I am now. I want to definitely take a look at that. So you're good to go. All right, cool. And awesome. So we'll definitely check that out. And we'll go from there. Oh, cool. All right. That's awesome, Stickies. See, that's another thing. Like, you got buddies that you actually know. And that's something that I found that's awesome about this particular hobby is you meet so many people on the internet, then you realize they're really local. And then all of a sudden you've got a whole new set of friends and your wife's like, oh, well, those guys are actually pretty cool. Oh, those guys really are cool. Hey, that's awesome. So we got what kind of notification we get here? Okay, just a buddy doing buddy things. All right, Sicky, I'm gonna throw it out here and make sure I'm there with you, brother. There we go. Hey, you're welcome, guys. I'll definitely check out your videos a little bit later. opposite sides of the country. Yeah. Hey, sometimes you got to do what you do. It's amazing. I've actually met some people from Canada as well at some of the large RC events. So I'm really stoked about this whole thing, and whatnot. So you're SoCal, you're Cali, I'm Virginia, and nationwide, literally. All we need is someone up in Maine. Therefore, we can get the, each end, someone in Washington State. Call it a day. So it's all good. All right. So, thinking else, what else do we need to cover? Yeah. I don't think we have too much else that we really need to cover outside of just having some fun. It's kind of funny you say that. Don't forget your another brothers. Yeah, brother. Top Truck Challenge. Okay. I'm got a lot of comments all of a sudden. Boom. And it is kind of really cool to have friends from all over and like actually know people. Doing some of the recon events, and a lot of the large Sorka events. I've actually got to meet a lot of people. Some really good. I know you guys have had a lot of you guys have Beef Tubes products. I've met Dan Davidson. I've interviewed him on my other channel, Wrecker, and then actually I'm going to probably bring that over. But the videos themselves that aren't as good quality, and it's when I suck even more than what I do now. But that said, I should try to go to a Top Truck Challenge. Evan, brother, I don't just go to a Top Truck Challenge. We got to get it done and we got to send it. Actually, coming up here in July at the Recon G6 at Blue Rocks family campgrounds up in Pennsylvania. I am one of the competitors in the extreme class, and well, my 6x6 is getting the call for that. That is what it is. Beef patties. Oh, okay. So you saw me with the on the Motorama with Oval RC, dude. We totally met in random. It was awesome. Mark and I just started talking out of the blue. He's like, hey, I like your truck. I'm like, hey, thanks. Hey, do you have one? It's kind of how it just struck up. We just struck up a conversation. Hey, I've got a YouTube channel. Hey, you got because he recognized one of my logos. And then I'm like, you got a YouTube channel? He's like, yeah, man. So ironically, we're very similar amount of people that we reached. And it was like, but they're so totally different because Mark does the oval stuff and a lot of slash based, and that awesome. And so a bunch of you guys have been over. You guys have been working with Mark over there, and then I'm a lot of crawler, and I've got my one and only AE short course truck here, which I'm going to keep short course, but I am going to send the heck out of that poor thing. I do have titanium coming for this right here because it's going to get broke. But yeah, when he interviewed me, it was a great time. We had a lot of fun, and I was surprised my truck did some of the things, and it was running. It actually had an issue, and if you really watch it, knowing RC, you wouldn't even know it had an issue. The motor itself is a Three Brothers 2750 550 can, but it's a 6-poled censored motor. Well, when I had my sensor in with the Mamba X, for some reason, something in that sensor, whether it's the actual board, the sensor in the motor, something went. I had to pull my sensor wire, but it still ran gloriously. Because in Three Brothers motors, it's not just a 6-pole or a 6 magnets. It's more like 12 magnets, which is going to make a smoother startup. And you really could not tell on the bottom end that there was no sensor. And that's actually kind of what pushed me over to really liking the Three Brothers, the A6 and the Corrado 6. I mean, in a pinch, pull the sensor, call it a day. Or if you have the A66, don't have a sensor, send it, which makes it even lighter. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Versus the 4 poles, which on the bottom end, you can really see that they need the sensor. So if you're running that brushless size. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, dude. He is a really cool dude. You know, I know you guys are going to go over and say, hey, what's up? And let them know they come up, but that's awesome. I know he'll really appreciate that because I got nothing but good words for him. I'm not going to lie to you, Stickies. All right. So when you talk about brushless and Three Brothers, just know that you are talking some dollar signs. And they are hard to get. He has three different lines right now. He's got a Kratos 6, which is the cat's meow. He has a Yellow Jacket, which is a sensorless, best paired with a Sidewinder 4. Although I do have Skunkworks paired with a Mamba X Micro. And it does fine. And it'll do fine with the Sidewinder 3. And they also has a 6.6, which is that 6-poled sensorless model. And it goes up to like 3,000 kV. And all 3 of them are excellent. No, the Yellow Jackets are outrunners. So no, they will make a very unique sound. If you've heard the Holmes Hobbies, his outrunners, it is a different sound, but it's just as unique. Like you can tell what it is by just hearing it. Once you have a tuned ear, it's like hearing the difference. If you're a musician at all, it's like hearing the difference between a C and a B flat. Okay, you can really start to hear it. So, and Stickies, you're mentioning the Outrunner sounds. You like them. They are super cool. Some people hate them. Some people love them. So I trail consistently with a buddy of mine that really despises the sound of Outrunners. So whenever we're trailing, I keep my truck ahead so I don't irritate them. It's entertaining. But the performance is still there. And I really like, especially you're doing a lightweight build and you're like kind of going for the performance, that Outrunner is where you want to be. That's my my humble opinion. Although, and I'm pushing a company. I'm really trying to push the company to make a smaller size 550 can. And when I say smaller size, I'm talking like I'm talking in total length. And try and get the more packaged the same package condensed, kind of like what Holmes Hobby did with their stubby. I really would like to see another company come out with something that's competitive to that, just because that wouldn't have choice. Although I do love a Holmes Hobby stubby. Mix an Outrunner with a Castle and be like an orchestra. Dude, it's funny you say that. If you really know, which you're going to, let's just talk about this, okay? Outrunner. Hobby Wing Axe system is really quiet. Castle. That's a Castle. We got a Holmes Hobby in this. I just like quality. I'm not particular to any one motor. I just like quality across the board. Mix an Outrunner, lightweight element with a brushless. Yeah, it's really easy to take those elements and make them into heavy rig. We have one up in the house that is a very light truck. It's actually the one you guys saw on Oval RC, caked in mud on down the list. That truck only weighs 5 pounds. It is a bone stock element with a winch, working winch, and a brushless system, and a Reefs RC and a B. Yeah, Reefs RC servo. That's it. It runs. It just runs across the board. It just runs. Hobby Wing axe. Yeah, look, I actually really like it. I've got a couple of axes. I'm not hating on them. I've got an Axe 1800 in my HPI Venture, which, by the way, if anybody knows a full front axle on an HPI Venture, please tell me. I need one. Either that, or I'm going to buy the Element or Enduro Senderos axles and put it on an HPI Venture, which that will be an adventure, pun intended. But the other Element that had the 4Runner body on it, that's got a 550 3300 kV in it, and this has a 2300. I've got another 2300 Axis I'm sitting over there. Wow, that's got a lot of money. I don't want to know. Ooh, let's not talk about that. Wow, that's a lot of money. Sorry, I just did some math in my head. Let's not talk about that, because Castle, Homes. Well, that's probably actually the cheapest system I have, and that's a yellow jacket with a Mamba X Micro, and then you got my Holmes Hobby Polar Pro and a Mamba X and this bad girl. Yeah. See, you guys don't ever do math. At least the one great thing about RC is it's not as expensive as 1-to-1. Yeah. The comment with good thing your better half is not watching. See, Jim C actually knows my better half, so there's that. She's probably asleep by now, I hope. We'll find out. If not, the cats are keeping her awake. So, all right, guys. Yeah, good times. It's a party, guys. Yeah. What else? Any other like honestly good products that I've gone through recently? Actually, yes. There is a Loctite two-step glue out there that worked really well for. If you look at the Unimog body, well, the 3DRC scale 3DRC, I used it with the Loctite two-step. I think I touched on it on one of the earlier videos, but it did a really good job making a bond. On the front here, it's really hard to see because of the light, the way it is, but this is Gorilla Glue, and I've had to sand this down, and it looks, dude, this stuff looks janky. Yet at the same time, the what is it? The Loctite product did a really good job. If you guys can see the, you can see the seam that needs to be filled and all that, but I don't care because I'm gonna probably send this anyway. Send it. So how do I like the Holmes Hobby thinking about it? All right. So Andy's asking about the Holmes Hobby. Well, come here, baby girl. She's got a full 1800 with a. Oh, I should probably take a battery pack out. At least I don't think it's hooked up. Better not be. Because I haven't used this since Motorama. No, I lied. It was a comp I did use it for, but let's find out because I do have a BEC on this. And then if that is the situation, we'll be lucky that this truck has not caught on fire. Literally. All right, we're all good. It's all. That's where my other 1300 Gen Z's is. All right, but yeah, while it's here, might as well. This is my TF2, and this thing's a beast. If you look at it very carefully, it has an 1800 what is it? The Polar Revolver 1800 kV with a Mamba X. No, I'm sorry, that's a Sidewinder 4. This is my Class 1 rig. Really like it. I've got a 1056 pinion, and I did a motor drop. That's how I got my servo winch up here, and I had to make this out of aluminum. And I do really like those mini battery packs. They last really well, and I run nothing less than 3S. So keep that in mind. And if you're wondering why I needed an HPI front axle, well, that's because it's on here. Motorama claimed my front axle. So, and it's here now. And believe it or not, we did this overnight with one of my sponsors in the Works RC, and I'm gonna leave it alone because it works really well. I don't know how we did it, but we did. But yeah, I do have a shift in here right now, and as soon as that dies, a Reefs 444 is going in this, which I've got to order here very shortly. But yeah, this truck actually works really, really well. This is one of my favorite trucks to drive, and the reason is it's got those rear leafs, and runtime on those little packs. It varies. It really varies on how heavy your throttle is, and really depends on how do I want to say it? Not only how heavy your throttle is, but how much overdrive you have in the front. This particular truck eats through battery because I have. If you're familiar with the TF2 setup, if you get the right TF2 transfer case, which comes in the RC 4-wheel drive, I'm gonna put this down so you guys can see a little bit better. It comes in the RC 4-wheel drive D90. All four points here on the transfer case can be either flipped or whatnot. And what I have here is a 40% overdrive to the front axle. That's a lot. It really is a lot, guys. 40% is no joke. Okay. And that actually is what kills batteries on this. If I were to put this back to a stock, I'd probably get it about an hour crawling, no questions asked. But I usually get a solid 20 minutes, at least a half an hour with it like the way it is. Now, I have actually lowered the amount of percentage by putting this different axle in, because it has a slightly higher. This has a 373 in the front and essentially a 294 in the rear. That really lowered my overall overdrive rate to about 30%. So that really helped quite a bit. And if you see, this is one of the only trucks that don't have Voodoo tires on, and I do have a set of Voodoo tires for this. But these actually, these are stock IROC that come on a Marlin. Like, they're bone stock. They've just been stretched to 1.9s. I've been running them like this for a year now, and until these tires die, if it's got any kind of mud, this is what I'm going to. If it's got all rock, I'm going to the Voodoos. Really straightforward. Oh yeah. So in the Works RC, yeah, he's actually one of my sponsors, and he's actually a personal friend of mine. He and I really kind of work together. We comp together. It's kind of awesome. You don't realize how big and how small the community is. And I'm sure I'm going to throw out another name for a company I'm sure you guys have heard of. Yeah, dude, these IROCs are actually really good. These are the S2S, whatever the compound is that comes bone stock on a Marlin. They work really well. Just get the Crawler Innovations 4.19. I run a soft foam up front and a medium foam in the rear, and I do have everything vented. And I do not take them apart. So I am that guy. So whenever you go to do wheels and tires, I got to get a whole new set, because literally they just rust. Because it is what it is. It's RC. Let's have fun. Let's support companies. But I actually killed my shocks on this, so I put Boom Racing shocks on it, and I have a Michael Dooley bumper for this bad boy. So I just got to put that on. Yet one more thing that I got to do. So I really love this truck. Like, I actually had an offer to buy from a buddy of mine to buy this truck, and I had to think about it because I like him, but I've got a lot of history. That truck has taught me how to drive, and I think that's the hardest part. Guys, if you ever get a chance to and you really get deep into the crawling aspect, because I know some of you guys enjoy the slash ag, the speed. If you really want to learn how to drive a crawler, get the Leaf one. You're gonna work on it. It's a guarantee. The other two axles have a failure point. Once you address that, they become a bit more reliable. And it's really not hard to address by having a drill handy and the helicoils. Where the knuckle meets the axle, it's going to strip because it's pot metal. Once you fix a helicoil, put red Loctite on it. Every so often it comes loose. Yes, even with red Loctite, I don't know why, but it does. But it'll work, and so that's how you fix that. It's a guaranteed fix. And whenever I have my RC 4-wheel drives, I have the helicoil available because it is what it is. But that said, yeah, it's a great, really good trucks. And quick shout out with Sticky saying in the works RC. Like I said, he's a good buddy of mine. And he's taught me a lot about how to read lines, how to look at lines, and just study and know where you're going to go, along with tire placement. That's what crawling is, tire placement. I will take my 419 truck the same places people take, 475 trucks. It's all about tire placement and praying your battery doesn't disconnect. All right. Hey, Bobak, great to see you, man. Be well if you're going to head out. Appreciate the shout out. Thank you. And you guys have a great one. I'll probably do a couple more of these as time goes on since I don't really have much to do. Yeah. Hang out. Enjoy. Here's in the works for RC right there. Right there. Right there. So yeah. I don't know. What else should we talk about? Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. I want to keep politics off this channel. Those who know me personally know where I stand. It is what it is. Maintenance on the course. That'll be fun. I've got a tree that's needing to come down. And actually, I intend to use some of that wood to continue building my course. It's just a big safety issue. I don't like the way it's coming. And actually, one of my buddies who has a fellow YouTube channel, Buy a Break Fix, is going to be the one doing theirs. BRX01s. Yeah, we got oh my God, we have a lot of BRX01s. Got a BRX01 there. Got a BRX01 completed over there. We got a kid over there. We got a BRX that's a class 2 with 475s over there. If you guys have seen our speed run, it's a terrible video, guys. I'm not going to lie. But we totally disintegrated a tire. It was awesome. I'm pretty sure that truck had to hit 40. Had to have. Because I know at about 30 on 3S, in second gear, these tires actually start to balloon on my 6x6. So I know those ballooning because it took a chunk out of it. They're the Boom Racing Hustler tires. Because send it. It was on 4S too, on the Three Brothers. There's a surprise, 2750 Corrado 6. So highly suggest to get in on it. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it is getting a bit later on our side here on East Coast. One more time, just because, make sure you guys get in and share our the RC Stimulus Package, hashtag RC Stimulus Package, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, any social media, so I can search it and just make sure it's been done. And please, whenever you guys go to share, just take a screenshot and put the link underneath as the first comment. Facebook algorithms bury it. And actually, I think we'll have a video talking about that. How Facebook algorithms bury YouTube links. Because that is really important, guys. Especially for any content creators that are out there. And yeah, maybe actually, I think we should also... I'm looking at Craig at your suggestion here about the little packs. Maybe we should do a video about different batteries and our experiences across the board. I've had some really bad experiences. I've had some really good ones, and I've had companies where sometimes it's we had an issue, but the company took care of it really quickly. So do a quick video. We could do a video about that. I think we should do a live one because these are a lot more fun. But yes, but right now my go-to is Gens Ace. And this is for my TF2 as well as Skunk Works up there. And then I use whatever batteries out of everything else, and I just send it. Except for this one. This one gets 2S only because that's the max the motor will handle. I would like to actually put a 3S motor in there, but I think parts will get disintegrated because disintegration's fun. Why not? All right, guys. With that, I'm going to sign off. Please be safe. Make good decisions. Don't troll the internets too hard, although that is a great national pastime. It's almost, hey, we don't have a baseball season. Let's troll the internets. No, don't do that. Be safe. Make great decisions, and I hope everything is well and stays well with you and your family. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Budget. Hey, absolutely, brother. I'll take care of that right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say you guys have a great one. And actually, I'm going to steal your words, Craig. Cheers. That is a great way to put it. Thank you. And I'll see you guys next on our next live stream. Thank you. Night, guys.